Good Monday morning, friends. Welcome to another Monday Motivation, another week. What is today? It's the 10th of May. It is Mother's Day, of course. So we're going into our second full week of May. I believe that's correct because the first was on a Friday. Yeah, second full week of May. And I hope you're doing well. I know here it's spring weather. It's really nice outside. There are some days that are warm, and then we've had a lot of storms, so it gets cooler. Pollens come back up. We had washed a lot of that away, but that's okay. I've been enjoying going outside. Actually, I'm starting to get a little farmer's tan situation from taking walks and that kind of thing. So I like that. That's good. But it is Mother's Day, like I said, and I thought a appropriate thing to talk about today is honoring the mothers and just the people in your life. And I think that's important to do right now. I decided to sit right here in front of this wall of camels. Those of you who watch the other episodes on my channel, Dub Life, the daily dubs that I was doing for a long time, I've talked about the story of these camels before. If you haven't heard that, I don't remember which episode it's in, but I'm sure someone can tell you in the comments and you can go hear that. But long story short, my mother gave me all of these, and I have some others in the house. And they were a prize in a time in my life where I needed encouragement to improve myself and to continue on when I was in a very challenging situation mentally in my life. And they're representative, and I've told the story before, so go look that up. But as it's Mother's Day right now, I'm about to get lunch and have a FaceTime chat, I hope, with my mother, if she's available, if she's not taking a nap. At some point today, we'll sit and have a FaceTime chat and spend some time together, and I am very excited for that. This will be the first Mother's Day in quite some time that I won't get to physically see her, which I'm sure is true for quite a bit of you, and that's hard. This is the second major holiday after Easter that we have not been able to share with our loved ones. I know a lot of you, the mothers in your life are the mothers that are in your household, the mother of your own children or whatever, and hopefully you're spoiling them yesterday as you're watching this today and giving them all the respect they deserve. But the thing I wanted to talk about was honor and honoring the people in your life that matter the most. And we have these days like Mother's Day, like Father's Day, like Labor Day or Memorial Day or 4th of July in America. I mean, some of those I know are American holidays. But there are days where we honor things. Recently was Nurses Appreciation Day. We have Office Administration Workers Day. All these different days. And on that day of the year, everybody does a good job of honoring their person. But it is important that you honor the people that matter in your life, not just on a day. In fact, my mother did not receive a single gift from me today. And I haven't spoken to her yet. She received gifts across the week because I try to not just honor her on the day. I try to give her things that she can enjoy for a longer period of time. And that's just the way I do it. Doesn't mean anything other than that's just the way I do it. But I believe it's so important for us to not just use a day, an indicator, a memorial time to honor the people that matter in our lives. We should always be honoring the people that matter in our lives. We should always be acting in a way that shows respect and honor and compassion and kindness and gratefulness for what they do. I am blessed beyond measure to have a family that we all get along. We can all hang out together. We can all spend time together. Both my sisters, my brother-in-law, both my parents, we're all well, healthy, and we've all done well in our careers, and we're able to do things together, to take trips together, to make memories together. If you watch Dub Life, you see that all sorts of things we've done are together with family members. In fact, I've been to Vegas twice now in my life. Once is when I visited with Talker Art, and I was there for work. That was a great fun trip where I watched him eat quite a bit of steak. And but the first time, I took my mom. It was just my mom and I. We went to Vegas. We ate at Emerald's restaurant and Giada's restaurant, and I think maybe Wolfgang Puck's restaurant. And we saw the Blue Man Group, and we saw Cirque du Soleil, and we had all these wonderful memories several years ago. And that was just something I wanted to do. I wanted to honor her. She had never been, really, I don't think, west of Louisiana in her life. And I wanted to honor her with that. I took my parents and Victoria. We all contributed to this. It's not that I did it. We went to New York City, and that was to honor them. They had never been to New York City. They had never had the ability to take some of those trips financially because of how much they gave to us and how hard they worked to help us and to help raise us and to help get us into the places we needed to be so that we could be successful in life. So I've tried to honor them. Sports games, different things, make memories. That's, especially over the last 5 years, I've really tried to honor them. I do the same thing for my friends. If it's possible and it's an important day, birthdays, weddings, babies being born, I try to be there. I try to honor them. I try to physically be there. It's not always possible, and there's certainly a lot of those days that happen in a year, and you can't just always be at everything. But at least occasionally, I try to be there. And for the big ones, I really try to be there, for weddings, babies, that type of thing. Things that don't happen over and over again through a year. And it's just to honor them. It's to give of myself. I believe the most important gift we can give is our presence. The best present we can give is our presence. And sometimes that's all people need. If you're having a hard time, like so many of us right now during this quarantine time, the thing that's hard is we don't have anybody with us. We're no presence. We're alone. I'm very alone. I'm very isolated. I have not touched a human in over 2 months. I believe that's correct. I have not interacted with another human more than one time over the past 2 months. That's someone I know, other than picking up takeout or things like that. And so it's hard. I'm missing the presence of my friends, of my family, of the people I love. It's not, I've kind of redefined what matters to me in this period of time. Some of the things I used to do, the places I would go, the collections, I don't care about that stuff very much anymore. But I care about the presence and some of the things, some of the plans that we're making, for instance, with David, you're probably not going to see a lot of videos of us running around at 82 Walmarts. That'll still happen from time to time. But we're hopeful to do things like go on hikes and go to parks and do other things. And a lot of that is we're reinventing ourselves. We're finding other ways to connect. And those are things that are meaningful to he and Megan and to their family and Shiloh and their dogs and things that they did that I was never a part of that I want to be more a part of and join in on those things. So I want to honor the people that I care about. So honor is kind of a word. And I just encourage you, as it's Mother's Day, I hopefully you've all, those of you that need to have had those conversations with your mothers, spent time with them. I understand Mother's Day is actually really hard for quite a few people. Quite a few people don't have a mother anymore or have had a bad experience, and my heart goes out to you. And you deserve everything you're feeling right now is okay. You're entitled to that, and you need to feel that. But what I hope is that we can spend this week honoring some people in our lives, and not just because it's a day, but just because it's Tuesday, and I'm going to honor them. Your coworkers, your colleagues, your teammates, your friends, your family, even the people at the restaurant. If you go see the same stylist, massage therapist, server, and I know we're not doing a lot of that kind of stuff right now, but you can honor them as well. Because they matter and they exist. And that's why. The reason is they matter and they exist. That's the reason to honor them. So I encourage you to do that. I am going to go spend some time with my mother and honor her. And hopefully you all have a wonderful week. I'll talk to you next time.